Quick recap here, Jesus is taking a pit stop in Jericho, which is a town on the way to Jerusalem, and he has an encounter with a small man named Zacchaeus. For those of us who grew up in Sunday school, we remember Zacchaeus as being a wee little man. A wee little man was he. And he climbed up in a sycamore tree to see Jesus. When Jesus saw Zacchaeus, he said, "I'm going to spend my time with you, Zacchaeus." Zacchaeus repents of his evil ways, gives half of his possessions to the poor, and is willing to repay those he has cheated 4 times the amount that he cheated them by. There's a couple of interesting insights here. First of all, tax collectors were considered the most traitorous people in all of Israel. In other episodes, I go into deep dives on why the tax collectors are considered giant traitors, but Zacchaeus was not just a tax collector, he was a chief tax collector. He was like the boss of the tax collectors. So if there was anybody that you could say, yeah, the Israelites probably hate this guy the most, it was probably Zacchaeus. Now there's something symbolically significant about the sycamore tree that Zacchaeus climbed. Zacchaeus was a very rich man because of his sin, and a sycamore tree is considered the poor person's tree. Reason being is because a sycamore fig tree is inferior to a standard fig tree. And because sycamore figs are not nearly as desirable as normal figs, the sycamore tree was considered the poor man's fig tree. So it's certainly intentional and symbolic that Zacchaeus climbed a sycamore fig tree when reaching out to Jesus. This is symbolic posturing that Zacchaeus is willing to be poor for the sake of Christ.